Yeah, that's right. You can fucking wheelie. What's up everybody, DracoFinn here, and today I'm going to show you 16 things that you didn't know about the Master Cycle Zero. The Master Cycle is the reward you get for completing the last piece of DLC that was released for Breath of the Wild. Because of this, a lot of people stopped playing the game after getting it, as it was the last piece of content, and don't know much about some of the cool things you can do with it. So without further delay, let's get into it. The Master Cycle, like most things in this game, can be launched to the sky by going into bullet time at a specific moment. However, you can actually board the cycle right before it moves, and Link will fly to the sky with it. To do this, you need to go into bullet time at the last moment before the bike is launched. If Link falls off Rainbow Road in Mario Kart, he can just launch himself back. If you aim the bow midair while on the cycle, Link will go into bullet time, but what's cool is if you jump off the cycle at this time, Link will do this flip off the bike and resume aim, which just looks really cool. And speaking of bullet time, while in midair, if you turn Link to aim his bow behind him, his body will actually readjust, and he picks up his legs and swaps immediately. Man has the speed of the Flash and the core strength of Goku. Normally, if you run out of stamina, Link will fall, and aside from a short little paraglide, he can't move at all. When he lands, he takes damage and has to regain his stamina, rendering your movement speed slow for a bit. However, on the bike, if you run out of stamina midair, Link will actually land fine. He won't take any fall damage, and most importantly, you can still move fast once landing. This, however, isn't universal, as there are cases where this won't work. For example, if you jump off a ledge that is too high with the Master Cycle, Link will be yeeted off around 2.5 seconds from the start of the fall. If you were thinking you could completely negate all fall damage with the bike, I'm sorry to burst your bubble. As you saw in the intro, you can wheelie on the bike. While driving, you just need to hold the left joystick in the opposite direction of your movement, and Link will call upon his inner Tony Hawk. You can also start your drive with an accelerated wheelie. While the bike is slightly moving, hold the B button to stop it. Then hold your joystick left or right to start doing a circular rotation. Hold the A button to rotate faster, and then let go of A when you're ready. The cycle will take off with a faster start, and with Link doing a wheelie. Similar to the horse, the Master Cycle can do damage to enemies it hits. It will do a consistent 5 damage, meaning it can one-shot weaker enemies, and theoretically speaking, you can kill stronger enemies, like Lionel's, by hitting it repeatedly. Speaking of hitting things, why don't you hit that subscribe button? My god, what a dogshit transition. Please subscribe. Only a small percentage of you do so, and it means a lot, and helps a lot. Thanks. The Master Cycle unfortunately can't be used in certain areas. It is essentially locked out of the Va Rudania and Va Naboris areas, but has almost complete usability in the Va Meadow and Va Ruta areas, which was an interesting decision. It can't be used in Trial of the Sword, any shrine, and some really odd locations, but it can be used in Hyrule Castle and a majority of the overworld. Similar to riding a horse, Link has charge-up animations for each of his weapons. The one-handed sword and claymore animation is pretty boring, but if you hold down Y with the spear, Link will twirl that bitch like a Beyblade. This next one is something that I quote-unquote discovered while recording this video. I did some looking online and couldn't find anything prior, but if this has already been found out, then feel free to let me know down below. But basically, in the bottom of the Akala Labyrinth, the walls have a special quality and they interact weirdly with the Master Cycle. If you hug the walls and drive in a straight line, then two things can happen. The first is that the camera will get locked in place and you can actually view Link from a further third-person view than normal, and you can watch him drive off into the distance. And the second is that the camera will lock in this angle, allowing for a first-person point of view. Now I have tried replicating this on other walls in Breath of the Wild with no success. However, this game is fucking massive, so there are definitely many places I didn't check, but there very well may be more locations. With a completely full tank, if you only hold A and keep moving forward, the Master Cycle will last for approximately 6 minutes. God damn, that's a long time. Similar to aiming the bow, if you throw a weapon behind you while driving, then Link will do this animation to readjust himself. Once again, core strength of a fucking god. And while on this topic, if you throw a two-handed weapon while driving, it will actually slow down the cycle. Throwing a spear or a one-handed sword has no effect on your speed, but a two-handed one makes you drive much slower. However, this can be used to your advantage, as the reduced speed by throwing a large weapon allows you to make some sharp turns really quickly, and can honestly be more effective than drifting in some cases. This final one is something that I'm pretty sure is common knowledge, but I haven't known for years. While driving, you can hold B and turn to drift, kinda like in Mario Kart. However, what I didn't know is that you don't need to hold down the B button. You just press it once and Link will auto drift until you straighten yourself out again, which makes drifting like 10 times easier. How the fuck did I not know that? And that's it. If you made it to the end of the video, I greatly appreciate it. If you learned something new today and want to see more Breath of the Wild content, be sure to hit the like button and subscribe. But that is going to be it for me today, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye.